Hey, I'm Robert Reese, host of Newsflash Show, and today is one of my favorite days. This is when I go over headlines and punchlines.
Headlines. And punchlines.
Now, on my radio show, I do headlines and punchlines every day, and I try to write anywhere from 7 to 10 jokes a night for this one segment. And as I was talking to one comedian one time about this, and he goes, "So you have like one good one a day?" I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. Just about. You know, some days I might be lucky and have two good jokes." So here for Newsflash Show, I just pull out the highlights of the week. So here's some of your top headlines for the week with what I would consider their punchlines. Starting right off the bat here. This past week, it was revealed that Pinterest, the social media website, now has 100 million users. Yeah, and still, not one pin that you can actually do at home. 40% of people in Detroit, 40% of people in Detroit live in poverty, extreme poverty. Yeah, the other 60% have no reason to live there whatsoever. I don't know what your excuse is. Now, Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, got in a little trouble this past week. You know, he's running for president on the Republican ticket. Got in a little trouble this week because he said he doesn't think a Muslim should be president. Yeah. To which Barack Obama replied, "Ha, joke's on you." That's a birther joke. Donald Trump will like it. A new study said that teenagers tell more lies than any other age group. Yeah, teenagers tell more lies than any other age group. Well, except for old white Democrats running for president. Hillary Clinton. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Continuing on here. Headlines and punchlines. Obama has nominated an openly gay man for Secretary of the Army. That's right. He said he chose him because he thought his work was fabulous. Oh, come on, that's funny. That's good. All right. Whatever. Republicans this past week said that they plan to oppose the White House's refugee plan. The White House plans to bring in an extra 100,000 people the next year. The Republicans in Congress are saying that they plan to oppose that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Obama's really worried, especially after they opposed Obamacare, TPP, TPA, the Iran nuclear deal, and Planned Parenthood. And that's all going so well for the Republicans. No, he's not worried at all. Which is probably, actually, why John Boehner announced at the end of the week that he is going to resign as Speaker of the House. Yeah, he hasn't been able to do anything. Somebody said, "Well, look at all of his accomplishments." I'm like, what? You mean failures? If failure is an accomplishment, John Boehner's done A-okay. But, yeah, don't worry. They're soon going to get another orange in order to replace him in D.C. Don't worry. One orange for the other orange. It's going to work out just fine. Now, Carly Fiorina, after the second debate that happened last week, this past week here, polls have come out, shows that she's now in second place. Yeah, just like HP was when she was ahead of him. Just like HP was number 2 to Dell when she was in charge of him. Too low? A little low blow? My bad. North Carolina school paper said it will no longer call students freshmen. No, instead they're going to refer to them as fresh meat. Brian Williams returned to the air this past week after he got kicked off the air for covering a fake, or telling a fake Iraq story. Yeah. Interestingly enough, coincidentally, he is now going to a fake news network at MSNBC. Men's Warehouse founder. You know Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. All right, Men's Warehouse. The founder says that he supports legalized marijuana, which now it makes that slogan make a little bit more sense. You know, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Just try a little and then look in the mirror. That's the new sales routine for Men's Warehouse. Joe Biden, Vice President Joe Biden, said that Pope Francis is challenging all of us. So here's Pope Francis coming to America, one of the big stories this past week as well. Joe Biden, the Vice President, says the Pope is challenging all of us. Yeah, really challenging Joe Biden. I mean, he's looking to give 0.3% in charitable giving up to maybe 0.5% this year. Big time challenge right there. All right, Planned Parenthood has said that Carly Fiorina is telling lies about the videos on Planned Parenthood. Lies, yeah. And you know we can trust them. I mean, it's not like they kill babies or anything. I mean, come on, right? Netflix says it knows the exact episode it takes for you to get addicted to a TV show. Yeah, some of them are like the second episode, third, fourth, fifth, sometimes the eighth. But really, it's not an episode at all. It's called loneliness. I'm so lonely. I'll just watch another one. And now I'll watch another one. And now I'm addicted. All right. Donald Trump. Back to Donald Trump. Yeah. He says that Hillary Clinton sounds shrill. Shrill. That's the word he used. Yeah. Well, in her defense, she did see that she was losing in the polls to him.
What?
An Oklahoma inmate has accused Texas of creating their own execution drugs. No. That's just toilet wine. You're just too big of a wuss to drink it. Hook 'em. Also, this past week, the feds seized tons and tons of cocaine that was being smuggled in pumpkins. Yeah. Well, that explains that whole pumpkin spice craze that's going around the world, isn't it? Yeah. Give me my pumpkin spice caffeine. Give me my pumpkin spice coffee. I need pumpkin spice chocolate. I need pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin. Yeah. It's Coke. I knew it. I knew there was something behind this. China this past week just announced that they're going to launch a cap-and-trade system. Now, cap-and-trade is usually associated with some sort of emissions, cuts, global warming, things like that. Yeah, but in China's case, they're going to cap labor's wages, and if you don't like it, they're going to trade you to slavers. So, it's China. What are you going to do, right? All right, the Democrat debate that is coming up here later this month. The Democrat debate will be broadcast in virtual reality. That's right. So in case you ever wanted to see up close what it was like to see arguments in an old folks' home, you'll be able to do it now. And finally here, South Park. South Park had an episode this past week where it showed Donald Trump getting raped to death. Yeah, that peeved off a whole lot of people. A lot of people felt like they went way over the line on that one. Had Donald Trump getting raped to death as part of their comedy skit on South Park. Now, to which Donald Trump responded, Hasadiga, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker. That's a Book of Mormon musical joke right there. You have to have seen it, which, okay, never mind. All right, headlines and punchlines. That's your top headlines for the past week. Thanks for joining me here on Newsflash Show. You guys have a great day. Hook 'em.